Press TV headlines. Israel decides to continue attacks against Gaza. It rejects a proposal by France for a temporary ceasefire. Palestinian resistance rockets hit deep into Israel as Hamas threatens Israel with a big surprise. Also ahead, angry protests across the world over Gaza attacks. Protesters condemn the international inaction. Hello everybody, it's 2:30 p.m. here in the capital, Tehran, December 31st, 2008. You're watching Press TV's International News with me, Kaveh Taqwi. Our lead story, Israel is to push ahead with its Gaza onslaught after it rejected a French proposal for the 48-hour truce to let humanitarian aid into the coastal strip. Israeli jets continue to bomb Gaza, where near 400 Palestinians have been killed. Over 1,700 have also been wounded since Saturday. The Israeli Prime Minister says this is just the first of several phases of such attacks. The Israeli helicopter gunships have gathered near Gaza, and its ground forces are poised for a possible invasion. Israeli ministers have approved drafting 2,500 reserve soldiers. The enlistment of nearly 7,000 reservists were approved earlier this week. One Palestinian resistance group has warned Israel against a ground offensive. The military wing of Hamas says the biggest surprise for Israel will come on the eve of elections there. Hamas has continued reprisal rocket attacks in which 5 Israelis have been killed since Saturday. Hamas rockets have hit targets deeper than ever before, and they can now reach 1/10 of the Israeli population. We're going to be joined right now by Shireen Yassin, who's over in the Gaza-Israeli border. Well, Shireen, a number of things have happened today. First, tell us what you have before I get into the questions I have for you.
So, we're standing here now at the Gaza-Israeli border as the Israeli military operation against Gaza enters its 5th day now. The Israeli air jets did not stop unloading its bombs on the Gazan targets. And also the Palestinians did not stop firing their rockets. According to Israeli sources, there have been over 50 Palestinian rockets fired at the Gazan city since last night, since Tuesday evening. Currently, we see more Israeli soldiers coming to the borders, and Israel has called up on its over 6,000 reservists to come to the borders for a possible ground operation against the Gaza Strip.
When you mentioned, Shireen, that there's more Israeli soldiers that are coming, when has this been transpiring? Right now, I'm not too sure exactly. It's 1100 GMT time, so earlier on in the day this happened, or has this been just continuing?
Yes, well, the Israeli Defense Minister, Ehud Barak, asked the Israeli cabinet to bring about 6,500 reservists to the borders on Sunday after the after the Israeli cabinet approved it, and they started coming to the borders since Monday. So from Monday until now, we've seen more Israeli tanks coming to the border, more Israeli soldiers coming here. They are all awaiting a green light from the Israeli cabinet to start a military operation, a ground military operation against the Gaza Strip. But of course, the Israeli aerial strikes did not stop against the Gaza Strip. These soldiers are just here waiting for a sign or an order to start doing their job. We know that there have been some meetings in the Israeli cabinet. We also see that Israeli officials are split regarding a ground operation against the Gaza Strip. Some Israeli officials are with it, others say that it is best to find an exit to the fighting, and definitely the Israeli public also does not know what is going on right here. They do not know whether there will be a ground operation, whether they will be sending their sons and husbands to the Gaza Strip, where the Palestinians over there are threatening that to capture more Israeli soldiers and to kill them, of course. The Israelis think that Palestinians over there have more than what they show As the Israelis surprised the Islamic movement of Hamas and surprised the Palestinians on Saturday with its unprecedented attack on Gaza on Saturday, so Israel is also thinks that Hamas is also has its own surprises against Israel.
Well, that has come out that Hamas does have a surprise, but I'm more surprised when you say that the Israeli officials are split, because at this point you say that some officials wanted to find an exit. An exit was offered to them. This truce, 48-hour truce, which in essence was an aid truce, was then rejected by Israel.
Yes, well, that's the Israeli Defense Minister Ehud Barak is the one who's asking for an exit, while outgoing Prime Minister Ehud Olmert and Foreign Minister Tzipi Livni do not think that it is time for a ceasefire, for a 48 pause of fighting. They think that there is no humanitarian crisis in the Gaza Strip. There is no need for a ceasefire until now. The Turkish Prime Minister will be heading will be meeting in Damascus with officials over there. He would probably also will be meeting with Khaled Mish'al, the Hamas leader over there in Damascus. He'll then be heading to Jordan and then to Egypt. He will try to reach some sort of reconciliation between the two parties. So far, Israel does not show until now that it really wants a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip.
Shireen Yassin, our correspondent on the Gaza-Israel border there, reporting to us, who was there yesterday, I know, for over 10 hours. Thank you very much there, Shireen. Let's